should have never been the tribe fighting the people who are standing up for them. It should have never been detouring the whole agenda towards stopping the Dakota Access Pipeline. We should be standing together in a unified front. Right now, what we have is gossip and rumor dividing the people. It is like when the fur traders were here, and the fur traders again started the gossip and rumor to divide the people. And that is where we're at again. We have to stand together. We have to be unified. This morning, I got so many messages saying, we will come and defend you. I don't need anybody to come and defend me. I need people to come defend the water. I need people to stand up for the water wherever they are. I need people to pray for the water wherever they are. That's what we need. And I also need people to support the tribe, hoping the tribe makes better decisions. And that the tribe will stand in a unified fashion with the people.
So I usually don't do this, but before my next question, I want to put a disclaimer. The focus should not be, in my view, on intertribal spats, because that happens whether it's a Native American tribe or any other tribe. So whatever, however it plays out between LaDonna, the chairman, the tribe, the focus should be on the pipeline. So I think a lot of people are making comments on social media. Frankly, I don't have a lot of time to read it because I'm going from one thing to the next all day. But you know, I don't think from this interview you should be you get whatever impression you want, but I don't think you should be taking away there's corruption and all this. The fight needs to continue to be the pipeline, because let me tell you what Donald Trump would like. Let me tell you what DAPO would like. It's for everybody to focus on inner turmoil between the Standing Rock Sioux tribe and LaDonna, and then they could just go do whatever the fuck they want. So that's the disclaimer. So why I said that before is because common sense. I don't want to use the word corruption, but something's not right, because if it's your land and it doesn't typically flood, it doesn't make a lot of sense why the chairman would take it upon himself to let people in here. Frankly, I called him yesterday. He hasn't called me back. And I hear rumors too. I don't want to engage in rumors, but are you concerned that there's anything untoward going on?
I do not know. I do know that I don't understand what's going on. I know that there is a lot of this, rumors coming around and people being like this. And my position was that we've already been here in 1890 and it's the same thing. Why allow history to repeat itself?
Could you explain that for the audience?
In 1890, when they were having the issue with Sitting Bull and selling of the Black Hills, and what they did was they went into the community and she said, they said, we're said, you have more money, they don't have any money, this person's not getting fed, that person's getting fed, causing disruption, disharmony, and breaking the unity. That's what I see happening here. And so what happens when those kind of things start happening is this unity structure that you have starts kind of falling apart, because people kind of like, well, what's really going on here? This doubt starts growing. And that's what they want. When you are standing up against a $1 billion corporation, this is how they work. They go into the communities and they spread gossip and rumor. She said, he said, they heard, we heard, the newspaper said, the TV said, and it starts this. And that's what I'm worried about. For me, I will stand with anybody who stands for the water. And I say I got home last night and was really complex. I had doubt, I was worried what was going to happen. And so I stayed up all night, I made Shasha tobacco, and I prayed. And then I went to the BIA and got documents and got my papers and asked questions. And then from there, came to meet with the people here. So that we could have a medium, we could find out what is real, what is true. And then some of the things that I'm going to have to face within the next month or so. Because we have been threatened with federal officers, we have been threatened with forced removal. There was this thing saying that they were gonna stop the roads, and if you didn't have a tribal ID, they were gonna escort you out. I think one individual from one of the families here threatened to give me a floater, just kidding. And that is essential. On the other hand, I still am planning to start a summer camp for youth. That is still my main focus. How do we take a negative and make it a positive? We go forward in the future to teach people how to live on the earth. We teach our children history, culture, language, and tradition. We teach how to heal. Because right now, what's happening is we're not healing. And this is the time in the moment in life where we can heal. We can do this. We can change world thought. What is happening across the world? Everybody is looking around their surroundings, trying to find that center again. That's what we need here. And so for me, if you want to say anything bad about me, that's okay. If you want to know who's the leader here, we don't have one. Everybody stands together. There is no leaders in this movement. There is only people.
I think something should be pointed out because the media is too busy covering Donald Trump's, tweets and stuff. I think at this point it's about a lot more than just the water. Obviously water is the #1 essential in life, but if you don't know, they just put through a bill that you can pretty much run water protectors over and you won't be prosecuted. They're putting through a bill with fluffy, flowery language to essentially the state to seize control of reservations, which in my view is just a ploy to drill on your land. And they're also putting through a bill, if North Dakota isn't corrupt enough, they're putting through a bill to lower the threshold for reporting oil spills, even though about 300 oil spills happened between I think 2013 and 2015, probably more than that.
Yes.
But only one was made public. And now they want to make it even more lax. So between the attack on Mother Earth, the attack on Native Americans, and frankly, the land grab attempt, it's not just a pipeline because you have a much bigger fight than that. So it would make sense to me that the tribe, the water protectors need to be together. Can you kind of talk about all those things that they're trying to do and what needs to be done about it?
So first I'm going to start with taking land. Right now, where you're standing, right outside those doors, is what we call taken land. When the Army Corps came with Pick's Loan to flood our lands, they issued eminent domain and took the land. And 3 affiliated, they are returning their taken land. Here on Standing Rock and the past administrations have really worked hard to try to get our taken land back. I know that bills almost made it to Congress, but it is still a land issue. And my question is, why aren't we standing up for our taken land to be returned? My father had always told us, this is our land. No matter what the Army Corps says, this is our land. Why is our tribal council submitting to not enforcing the return of our taken land? rights in that water. That waterbed is ours. How can you drill an unresolved mineral claims?
Can you explain what that means, the mineral rights?
We own the mineral rights. The tribes own the mineral rights. My family owns mineral rights. I had a very nice individual from the BIA send me all of my families who own the mineral rights on the Missouri and Canada. And I'm so thankful for them. 3, we have docket 74A, the unresolved Ihoktuwa land claims that are all on the east side. That has never been resolved to this day. That Dakota Access is going through. 4, Fort Laramie Treaty of 1851. And remember, we went to the Supreme Court and won just a few years ago again, because it is the supreme law of the land. 6, our borders for the Standing Rock Sioux tribe should be the north side of the Cannonball River and the east side of the Missouri River. When did we succumb to eminent domain? If we do not stand on our land claims, what are we doing here? If we are saying treaty, then why are we not standing on it? Why is not our tribal council standing on it? So, all of these issues should be in the forefront now. All of these issues should be on each tribal council's lips, and they should be standing for the people now. As you know, I have no legal jurisdiction. I have no political power. I have no political titles. The only thing that I have is I'm an enrolled member of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe, and I am a grandmother and a mother. That's it. That is my title. But I will stand. And I will not back down.
Do you plan on pressing any charges against the tribe or anybody else?
I have some lawyers that will be flying in to help me, and I will discuss it with them.
And my last question, and I don't think this has gotten enough attention because we're rightly focusing on Trump. I mean, the guy is a monster.
Caligula?
But I don't think a lot of people know that Warren Buffett owns quite a lot in the Dakota Access Pipeline. The media makes Warren Buffett out to be the patron saint of, plutocracy. Obama brought him out for a lot of press conferences about economic equality, and Warren Buffett's secretary should pay more than him, and all these things. But he is the largest owner in Phillips 66, which owns a quarter of the pipeline. He also owns a lot of railroads in America, and conveniently hasn't upgraded them, which helps the pipeline system. There's many other things, but why I bring up Warren Buffett is it's not just Trump and the Republicans, but there's a lot of people who we normally don't mention who've got interest in this. As the outside world tries to get banks to divest, I was wondering what you thought about Warren Buffett, who owns $6.25 billion in Phillips 66.
So this morning when I was thinking about history and culture and how we were repeating it and how look at things, and the 1870s and 90s to the 1900s, we were in this position with the railroad. We were in this position when they were coming to do surveys. We were in this position when they were imposing their self on our land. We were in this position when they were spreading gossip and rumor to divide the people. Has anything changed?
Yeah, now you have Twitter to spread it.
It is the same tactics, the same maneuvers, I was kind of totally shocked when I was going to the newspapers in North Dakota, and you could almost go into the newspapers of 1890 and they say almost the same thing. These Indians are rioting. And so I really worry that we haven't learned anything from our own history. And one of the things that I am realizing, and this is a bad thing to say, so I'm going to say a bad thing, America has dumbed down the education system. I have never seen a group of people who don't have no education background running this country. Are the governments.
Well, the president on the campaign trail said, "I love the poorly educated." He said it at a campaign rally, so.
It is how you make masses cheap.
Okay, I'll follow up with you, as always, and I should say, are you still welcoming new people to Sacred Stone Camp?
I welcome anybody who stands with us. I want everybody to understand that I have no idea what is going to happen out there. I have no idea of what tribal council, what Army Corps, what Dakota Access, the National Guard, the Morton County Police and Sheriff Departments, the other sheriff departments that came with them, the VIA police, will do to people. So I'm asking, if you choose to be prepared, understand the danger, and don't come here for us to care for you. Because right now, we are in a position where we cannot protect everybody. That is the truth.
Thank you. And I've been here for this recent trip a week, and we have tons of video up, so youtube.com/TYTpolitics. As always, share this, and I will be back tomorrow covering something. Bye-bye.